Okay, so this session will particularly look at alcohols. Now remember in the previous lesson that we learned that alcohols can be made when alkenes react with water. Okay, so they can make alcohols. For example, let's take for example, this is ethene. Okay, ethene, then we add H2O, meaning that the bond will break. So we have the double bond will break. Then we have OH here. So what does that mean? It means that this one is ethene. Now when you add water there, it has become ethanol. So it can happen that alcohols can be formed like that. So now we want to look at these characteristics of alcohols that we have. For example, they are also known as alkanols. Alkanols. Why? Because they end in OLS. They have the general formula. This is the general formula that they have. And then when you are writing them, they end in ANO. For example, you have methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol. So this is what you should know. Even when writing them, they should end in ANO. They are not hydrocarbons. And the reason why they are not hydrocarbons is because they have oxygen. They have oxygen in them. So they are no longer called hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons should only have carbon and hydrogen only. So now when you look at these examples, let's try to write the formula for methanol, for example. Okay. Remember, we are getting the formula from a general formula, meaning that let's try to put CN, where there's N there, I'll put 1 because methanol is first group of organic compounds. So times 1 again plus 1 OH. I'm sure we understand where the 1 is coming from. We are trying to write a first ethanol with 1 carbon. So this will give us CH. Then this time this will give us 2 plus this will give us 3 OH. And so when you want to write the structure of this one, it means you only have 1 carbon, then you have hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Then this OH, you just write it OH. Note, when writing, don't start with HO. The reason is oxygen has 2 bonds, so it has to come first, then H at last. So this one goes to methanol. It goes to methanol. So let's try to write pentanol. Pentanol has 5, so we take 5 CnH2n plus 1 OH. So where there's N, we'll put 5. Then 2 times 5 plus 1 OH. So it gives us 5H. This times this, you get 10 plus 1, you get 11 OH. So this is the molecular formula for pentanol. It is a molecular formula for pentanol there. Now, if you want to write the structural formula, it means you need to have 5 carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one have 3. Okay. This one should have only 2. The reason is it has 2 double bonds already. Then this 2 as well. Then this 2 as well. Then this should have 4 bonds. The last one should have OH. Now remember, OH can be placed at any point on this one, but it's advisable you can put it at the end. Remember, the OH is the functional group for alcohols, and it is called hydroxyl. hydroxyl, which is OH. It is OH, which is hydroxyl. It is a functional group for alcohols. So this is how we get the molecular formula and the structural formula for alcohols. So for revision's sake, you are going to do ethanol, propanol, and butanol at your own time. Thank you for watching this video.